first wish. Your wish has been granted. Here's your host, Tim Bridgewater.
What is up, everybody? My name's Tim Bridgewater. I'm host of Rock the Dragon, a Dragon Ball Super podcast. First of all, welcome to this channel, brand new channel, Rock the Dragon, a YouTube channel, whatever I'm calling it. I host a podcast called Rock the Dragon, a Dragon Ball Super podcast. You can find it on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn. That's my main thing. But this channel is brand new. I just launched it like yesterday. I decided that it might be fun to try to introduce more of a video sort of an element to the podcast. Hopefully reach out to some new people that haven't heard the podcast yet. Hopefully make some cool videos for you guys to watch, etc. Some of you may have seen me before. I have another channel called Tim Bridgewater Geek. But that was kind of a mixture of everything. I talked about movies and games and even some Dragon Ball over there. But I thought it might be cool to just make a channel that's strictly Dragon Ball. So that's what you'll find here. This will just be nothing but Dragon Ball stuff. So if you're Dragon Ball Z, GT, Super fan, I probably won't talk about GT too much. But, the rest of them, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share all of this stuff if you're enjoying it. I thought it might be cool to jump on here and talk about this new Dragon Ball Heroes anime that was just announced. For people who listen to my podcast, you know that I only really cover the English version of the show. So if I don't know what happens beyond where the English dub is right now, so if you wouldn't mind trying not to spoil anything for me, that's just kind of what I do. I talk about the English dub every single week. So make sure you hit subscribe on YouTube so you can keep up with that. Now, with that being said, I do have a friend who keeps up more so with the Dragon Ball news than I do. Because he watches the Japanese version and all that kind of stuff, and he's not worried about spoilers. So every now and then he tells me about some things that maybe I didn't know about. And I just found out, as you guys did, I'm sure, that they just announced that there will be a Dragon Ball Heroes anime. Okay, and since this doesn't really directly tie into any specific spoilers for Dragon Ball Super, then I can talk about it. Let's talk a little bit about Dragon Ball Heroes in case anybody's wondering what that is. This is a video game, like a digital trading card game that's been out for years upon years in Japan, okay? And as far as I know, there has yet to be a release of this game outside of Japan. But if you look hard enough, you can find information about it on the internet. What's funny is that maybe 10 years ago or something like that, I made a video and put it on YouTube where I was doing a review of episode of Bardock. If anybody remembers that movie that they made where Bardock became a Super Saiyan, at the end of that video, I actually addressed some rumors at the time about a new series, okay? And this was way before Dragon Ball Super was a thing. This was back when Dragon Ball Z was still the most recent sort of good thing that we got here, not counting GT or whatever. But there were some rumors back then that there was a brand new series because people were stumbling upon this footage, this excellently animated footage of all these new versions of characters that we already know, and characters we hadn't seen before. But it turns out that footage was from a trading card game called Dragon Ball Heroes. So if you've seen some of these videos on YouTube where it's this super cool looking badass versions of all these characters that we know and love, as well as new characters that we haven't seen, and you thought, hey, that was for a new series, well, at the time it wasn't, but now it is. So basically they are making a new anime based around Dragon Ball Heroes. Now, from what I understand, it is only going to be the sole intention of this is to promote Dragon Ball Heroes, the video game. So don't expect it to be very long. Don't expect it to be 100 episodes. It may be 2 or 3 episodes. Every now and then they like to do these special kind of movies and TV specials and things like that in Japan to promote certain things. And we probably won't get it here because we didn't get the video game. If we didn't get the video game here, I think it's pretty safe to assume we would not get an English dub version of this thing because that would be completely new to most of us here, people who don't follow up on this kind of stuff regularly on the web. So don't look to see it here, but of course that could change. But that is a long-running video game series that has been out for a very long time, so they're now making an anime to sort of promote that. For most of us, that's good news because it just means new Dragon Ball. And of course, with Dragon Ball Super coming to a close recently, it's nice to always have new things to kind of look forward to. So I'm just going to kind of read this quick synopsis of it. As it says here, Goku and Vegeta set off to train where they're visited once more by future Trunks. But suddenly, Trunks vanishes and the mysterious man Fu appears. He says that Trunks is held at the uncharted prison planet built between the universes. To be freed, they must gather the Dragon Balls and expect endless, tremendous battles. Will Goku and friends be able to reach prison planet and save Trunks? In addition to that, it also has a synopsis here for the episodes. It will align neatly with the story of the prison planet arc from Dragon Ball Heroes game. Fu will be introduced as a main antagonist, and the purple alien will take future Trunks hostage. It will fall to Vegeta and Goku to save the boy, but they will run into a series of villains. The game has used baddies such as Cooler, Xeno Goku, Xeno Vegeta, and a mysterious evil Saiyan who looks pretty terrifying in his strapped straitjacket. So what does this mean? Well, if you followed any of the Dragon Ball Heroes sort of stories, obviously that's kind of hard to do here because we don't have that game here. But basically, a lot like the movies, it's non-canon, it's side stories, side adventures, alternate universes, and things such as that. Okay, so basically this anime is going to take place in the Dragon Ball Heroes world, which is why it should not have anything to do directly with Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super. Okay, I wish they would release this here because a lot of this stuff sounds pretty badass. And it mentions here these two characters, one called Xeno Goku and Xeno Vegeta. Well, who are those characters? Right here. So if you've seen these photos or any animations of these completely freaking awesome looking versions of Vegeta and Goku that, you know, you probably didn't know what they meant or where they came from, they come from the Dragon Ball Heroes game. Okay, so the Goku and Vegeta, I assume of sort of the main timeline, will come across the Xeno Goku or Xeno Vegeta, or the story will just kind of revolve around those versions of the characters. Okay, so that sounds pretty badass. And from what I understand, there is a version of Xeno Goku that I believe turns into a Xeno sort of Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And so that's a chance for some people, for us to kind of see Super Saiyan 4 again. Of course, a long sort of forgotten Super Saiyan 4 from Dragon Ball GT. This could be a very cool way to kind of bring that character back in. Maybe get the new Goku, the current Goku. Maybe they'll fight one another. There's kind of not a ton of information out on it right now. But I think it's pretty cool to talk about. I think it's pretty cool to think about. Here's the hoping we do get some kind of version of this here in the States. Of course, it'd be a little weird. I feel like they would have to release the game here first in order for that to really make sense to us. But I don't know why they haven't done it by now. I guess it's one of those things to where, like, you know, it was made in Japan, so we got to save something for the original Japanese fans. And I get that. But I'm sure, you know, there'll be plenty of, you know, subtitle versions going around. They may not be official, but somebody's going to sit back and make subtitle versions of this thing, and that might be kind of cool. And since it's like, once again, it shouldn't spoil anything from Super for those of us who only watch the English dub, so it might be cool to kind of check it out. What do you think about it? Are you excited about it? What do these photos look awesome? It's always nice to get new Dragon Ball related shit. Or is it just me? So I want to know down below. Tell me what you think about it. Make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe to this, and let me know if you want to hear more things. Once again, I review Dragon Ball Super English dub every single week. Rock the Dragon Podcast. You can find it on iTunes and Google Play. Make sure you check it out. Until next time, guys, take it easy. Guys, look, you're already here, okay? You might as well go ahead and watch another video. I mean, why waste your time going anywhere else? There's plenty of videos right here, right in your face. Go ahead and click. Make sure you head over to facebook.com/rockthedragonpodcast. Like, subscribe, share, comment. You know it. Do it all, baby. We're going to do it. It's a good year. Yeah, I'm running out of time.